Hey, what is going on, viewers? Zesty Lime Studios here, and welcome back to another drinks review. Today we're reviewing Relentless, but this one is going to be on the cherry version. Now, I have reviewed this before, but this was the pre-sugar tax version. So obviously the sugar tax came in a few years ago in England. So this is now a completely different version of it because it is the reduced sugar version. So it'd be totally different to what the original used to be. So I got this particular can for £1 out of Tesco, but of course you can get these out of most of the normal supermarkets and even out the corner shops as well. They are still generally price marked £1 as well, which is good. But now let's keep the £1 price mark, same as Rockstar, I guess, for the most part, as £1, whereas you've got Monster being all expensive, or Red Bull as well. So give it goes F4360 of the packaging. So of course we have the new style, I was going to say Rockstar, then the new style Relentless, kind of style in the packaging with the new style R on the front for Relentless. Fairly simple, but I mean, it does look cool as an R. I've never been a fan of Relentless's artwork too much, to be honest with you. It just doesn't look as cool as Rockstar or Monster, but it's they redone their artwork and stuff, so it looks a bit more fresh and modern. But there you go. So we have cherry at the top, same there, and then again most of the back we have kind of like these lines going around the can. I don't know if you can really see it that much, but yeah, just some simple lines going around, so not really that fancy, and most of it's just a nice color red. And then we just have Relentless at the bottom saying energy drink. On the other side we just have sugar and stuff, which we'll get to in a second, and then we have a story like some of the other energy drinks are doing. The bottom is standard and the top is all standard and silver, including the pouring as well. So reading the back of the can, so let's go through the sugar and caffeine stuff first. So we have our usual caffeine, which is 32 milligrams per 100 ml. Sugar content is 4.8 grams per 100 ml, and the total can contains 24 grams, so it is a lot lower compared to what it used to be. So as it is half sugar, does it contain any sweeteners? So having a quick read of the ingredient, and the sweetener we have is sucralose, so no aspartame, which is good. Apart from that, like I said, the caffeine content is 32 milligrams per 100 ml, so it's bang on the average, if I didn't really mention that. And we have our favorite vitamins. We have pantothenic acid, niacin, vitamin B6 and B12. So let's read the little story which is on the side here. So the journey towards artistry, and committing everything for your moment is an accolade in itself. Greatness or glory doesn't come by accident, it is earned. In foraging, it's really hard to read this font actually, it's a bit too shiny. In foraging, in our humble opinion, the ultimate energy drink, we set upon a quest, not for perfection, but one of passion, to produce a drink worthy of the name Relentless. Its refreshing, smooth finish and uncompromising flavour knows no boundaries. Be unwavering in your personal pursuit of greatness. Be relentless. So yeah, it sounds something like Monster have put on their cans, but they are the smallest out of the big four: Monster, Rockstar, and Red Bull, and Relentless. So they are the smallest out of the big four, but there you go. So anyways, it's nice and cold. I have got a cup, and hopefully it will not explode over me when I open it. So from what I remember, the last time I reviewed this cherry, it was really nice, like really, really nice. I do like Relentless flavours, but they're not my first choice. A, because they were originally full sugar, and B, well, they just weren't as common as the other brands. So I'm hoping this is still going to taste just as good, have even been the reduced half sugar. It should do, but we'll find out. So I'm guessing the colour is going to be red as well. Right, don't explode. There we go. Surprise, surprise with the colour. There we go. So not too many bubbles, which is good. Fair few small bubbles on the side, but they seem to be going fairly quick. The colour, indeed, yes, it's a lovely, nice red. Almost like more of a deeper candy style red. Again, it might look different on the camera to what you guys can see in here, but up to my light, and yeah, it seems to be a nice deep candy red. And the colour, the see-through, well, no, it's not really see-through. It's a little bit, just a very, very slightly bit. For the most part though, it's really cloudy and you can't see my face through the drink. So let's give it a closer smell now, because I couldn't really smell it while pouring it out. Smells of It smells of cherries, but it smells like some sort of cherry air freshener kind of smell. Yeah. So it smells like the artificial style of cherry, like sometimes the air fresheners can taste like that. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, doesn't smell that great, but nevertheless, let's taste some. Interesting. Very interesting. So, initial reaction, I'd say it's almost like drinking Cherryade, basically. That's basically what it is in a can with caffeine. Ultimately, it is Cherryade. Like, because if you add caffeine to Cherryade, then does it become an energy drink? Well, technically, yes. But so, that's basically what it is for initial reaction. So, sweetness-wise, it's actually fairly sweet, which I quite like for having the reduced sugar, because I find sometimes that when drinks reduce sugar or do this or do that, they become really kind of undersweet, or they just don't have that kind of same kick which the full sugar version had. And because this hasn't got aspartame or anything like that as well, it's good. So it's still got a good amount of sweetness in there, not necessarily on the syrupy side, because syrupy is more towards like your American style drinks like the Fantas and stuff. So this isn't really syrupy in that terms of it, but it is definitely still got a good amount of sweetness. And again, I'm quite impressed with the sweetness level of having reduced sugar and not having, any of the other nasty sweeteners. It might still be too sweet for some people, but sweetness level is good. The flavour itself, it's not like I said, it's basically like cherry, but I'm trying to compare it to something else. So it's the cherry flavour itself is different. It's a little bit different to what you expect. So let's say you drink, a standard bottle of Cherryade, whatever brand it is. You drink it, it's probably going to be sugar-free. You drink it, you're going to get that generic cherry flavour, and it's great. But I think with this, because, again, the cherries taste more real, it tastes different to what we're usually expecting in a fizzy drink. So, for example, if you drink, again, Coke Zero Cherry, I know it's cola, and this isn't, but, you taste the cherry in that, it's a totally different type of cherry flavour to what this is. You drink cherry juice, again, that's a totally different type of cherry flavour to what this is. And it's different, and some people won't like it because it doesn't taste what we're used to in other cherry drinks. But it's different, but it tastes of a nicer variant of the cherry. And the flavour, it does taste real, and it does taste nice. Again, it smelled a bit weird, to be honest, but it tastes much better than it smells. So there's a good amount of cherry flavour there as well. And it literally tastes like, if anything, it tastes like a different variant of cherries. Because, again, you get different types of oranges and stuff like that. You've got different types of oranges which make different types of orange juice. So I think it's the same with this. It seems like it's a different variant of cherry, and it's coming up in a nicer way than it would do if it was just like a cheap Cherryade drink. It's just nice. It's just nice. Let me try some out the can. Yeah. Yeah, still got a good amount of sweetness, and then the good cherry flavour and taste of more of a different variety of cherries, but tastes real. So I'm glad with that, because there's no weird, there's no weird chemicals or weird artificial tastes in the flavour. Aftertaste is a bit kind of bland though. There's not really much in the aftertaste. I'm not getting much after I've had that cherry flavour in the drink. Not a bad thing. I'm just saying there's not much aftertaste or anything like that. But regardless, no, that's nice. I'm impressed with that. So we got no aspartame, reduced sugar, which is good. With still a good amount of sweetness, a good cherry flavour that doesn't taste fake or anything like that. Overall, yeah, nice for a cherry drink. Definitely pick that new one up if you give it a try. I will definitely be reviewing the other new flavours of Relentless. Obviously, they're all reduced sugar now, so all the old Relentlesses are up there. So, but we can get through them and try them out. But yeah, impressed with that, guys. Definitely be picking that up again now, because yeah, quite impressed with that. So definitely gets a thumbs up for me. So as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later.